the thing about the motorcycle collective is that we're a collective of random normal people, and just actually talking to people. We've all got a passion for motorbikes, and that's why we're here. And so you've always got something to talk about. Besides that, Ducati, that's making noise pollution.
Hello, my name's Liam. I'm one of the volunteers here at the Motorcycle Collective. The Motorcycle Collective is about creating a safe space for all sorts of riders, for anyone to just come, chill, hang out, and also learn stuff as well. Like we have days where we'll host little workshops teaching either new riders or riders who aren't really mechanically inclined how to do basic maintenance. Maybe that's like an oil change, changing brake pads or bleeding brakes or anything like that. So yeah, Collective is basically a community of riders who have a passion. This has been a thing in the making for several years now. We were originally a Movember funded project, and from what we know, we're the only ones in the world that's doing something like this. And so we are also about mental health. We don't demonstrate it loudly that we are, but all of us volunteers have had basic mental health training. And yeah, we're just here to provide support for anyone who's also going through a rough time.
So I found out about Motorcycle Collective right back at the very beginning, before basically anything existed. I got approached by Jethro, who started it all, and he basically told me what he wanted to do, and he was looking for people to, I guess at that stage, just like say, yeah, that's a good idea. And yeah, so that was how I got involved. I dragged right in at the start. And I said I'd help get the word out and give them my opinion on stuff. And, yeah.
I guess I was part of the collective because it just sounded like a good idea. The idea of a community workshop is not something that I really need, but I think, that the ability to work on bikes, the ability to have tools, the ability to have a place to work on bikes isn't as normal as it used to be. So, when I heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, it sounds like a good idea. So I just rocked on up to see what I could do to be part of it.
Well, I actually came to the first ever opening of like the first day the Motorcycle Collective opened. One of my friends told me about it. And just instantly, once I came and heard what they were about and what's like the collective being about mental health, because before the collective I've always been like, I guess you could say a mental health advocate or something like that, because I've struggled with my own mental health problems. And when I heard that it was about mental health, I was just like, yep, no, sign me up. I love motorcycles, here for providing support and help for anyone sort of thing. So that's why I really got involved, because I'm really, again, passionate about providing support for others, and I also have a strong passion for motorcycles as well. And I'm just happy that I can share my passion and excitement with other people who might appreciate it, and also just being there for someone who might be going through a rough time, and just being able to provide support while I can is just something that I really like doing, and just means a lot to me. So yeah.
I've been riding bikes, so my history with bikes. I've been riding bikes since I was maybe 8 years old, and now I'm 50. So really that's 42 years worth of motorbike experience with a break in the middle, but I've been riding bikes a long time. I've ridden dirt bikes. When I was a child, I rode junky, weird bikes all the time, and dirt bikes. Maybe like many people in my life, I also had a crash when I was 19 and broke my collarbone. Then I kept on riding because deep inside I'm still a child, and even to this day I'm a little bit of a child when it comes to motorbikes.
History with riding? So I used to live in Taranaki, and heaps of my friends there had motorcycles, and I was always a bit, nah, that's dumb and dangerous, and I don't have I don't have the skill to do that. And I moved to Wellington, and I met more people who had motorcycles. I'm like, stuff it, I'm gonna try and do this, and I sucked pretty hard, but I did it, and so I've been riding here for, I don't know, it must be like 11, 12 years, something like that.
It's not the world's fastest voice.
I like teaching people new stuff and seeing the light bulb come on. So it's quite cool for me. Like, I don't think there's any dumb questions. You didn't ask me anything, and I'm happy to show people. I find it really satisfying to teach someone something new and see them like have this new ability afterwards. Yeah. To people often they've never used like a socket set, ratchets and spanners, and even just showing them like how to undo a bolt is that's quite a big first step. Yeah. So no, I enjoy that part of it. It's probably that's the part I like I get the most out of is the helping people learn.
When you do something, you never know who's going to show up or what's going to happen. And I think just by virtue of what we do, like even today, we've got such an array of people with an array of bikes that I never really had any expectations besides being an inviting and welcoming place. I like to think the people that come don't have a whole lot of irrelevant ego in the way of, we're just celebrating the things we do in people's lives, the different bikes we have and stuff like that. A lot of people find motorbike riding quite cathartic and good for their mental health, and I agree with that for a whole lot of various different reasons that are hard to explain to non-motorbike riders.
So one of the goals is for it to be a connector and to try and bring some different groups together and get a bit of crossover going. And I've seen, and also to create community. So I've seen a couple of things happen. One is what goes on here in Thorndon with this group of people who've become regulars and kind of, I guess there's been a bit of bonding going on, which is cool, making friends. And then that's happened in Upper Hutt as well, where there's this huge event that happens every week now, where sometimes you have 30 or 40 people show up. So it's the community building part of it. It's really, just I think having the intention to show up at a place every week and say we're going to hang out and learn. A lot of learning, a lot of people making friends.
I don't know where I see it going because when you do things, you can always see limitations and things that could be better, but the ability to progress things can always be complex. I think the celebration of what you have now is an important thing, but keeping in mind where you might want to head. I don't know where that is, but I think it could only be better. It sounds a bit airy-fairy, but I think, with having an open mind about the possibilities of what you can do is really valuable, because the experience here at Thorndon is different than where the other places the motorbike collective shows up to. So the motorbike collective is not here. The motorbike collective is not just in Upper Hutt where they meet. The motorbike collective is not just at Motor Gymkhana when it goes there on Thursdays. It's a whole lot of different things.